Mass General Brigham is a large healthcare system based in Boston. Our catchment area is principally through New England. We are the largest academic research enterprise in the U.S. We do just under $2 billion a year in research with 6,000 faculty, most of them appointed at Harvard Medical School. We are the business development arm of the system. Our team is about 150 people overall. We have a large fund, as an example. We steward innovation, we build technology platforms, but we're also very active in supporting the digital side of the system. So as it relates to the pandemic, I would say much of our activity has been there in terms of the implementation of new tools, whether they're telehealth related or the ability to manage patients in a new category. But also we have been active in more in device related innovations that have been developed as a means to combat the pandemic. Principally, large systems like our own. Accelerating innovation is about building a culture, having a vision, and ensuring you have the appropriate tools to accomplish that. And of course, the culture of innovation has been present for us since Mass General itself was founded in 1811 by John Warren and others associated with Harvard Medical School. So it's always been an important priority. But again, in this current environment, innovation has to mean a lot of different things and be good at each of them. I mentioned the transformation of our own system. The 5 forward-looking pillars, if you will, of our new strategy. Innovation is one of those 5. So it is, again, an important part of the system. When we talk about innovation overall, again, a key priority in our system, we have any number of mechanisms to push it forward. The ability, we have a new program to invest in translation from the lab to demonstrate the validity of a technology, to do the scale up, to enhance its potential to be ultimately deployed to help patients. That's one example. One of the roles of our big team is to engage faculty where they're working and be helpful to them in terms of, working, identifying how a concept or breakthrough or discovery the faculty member can go down the path to benefiting industry, benefiting patients through an industrial application. And then, other things. We have a giant World Medical Innovation Forum that we host every year. Normally that's in the Weston Copley, about 2,000 registrants. We were virtual earlier this year with over 12,000 registrants and over 30,000 hours of viewing among those registrants. So it's again, it's a dynamic environment where keeping innovation as a top priority is a constant activity for us, and one that we greatly value. We have 2 funds that we manage, all totaled about 200 million under management. We're actually raising a 3rd fund, which will be the target is 250 million. So we're active. Our principal focus is discoveries and insights coming out of our large faculty, and we have strength in every key category. So whether cancer or neurological treatments for diseases like ALS, emerging insights on Alzheimer's, are all things that our faculty are known for around the world, and we would see that as areas that will see a substantial venture activity. For us, on a therapeutic front, as I said earlier, categories around inflammation, gene therapy, new modalities for treating cancer are all categories we would expect to be in. Well, at the same time, we will look to grow digital portfolio. With the larger fund, we are able to invest more in terms of the therapeutic. And again, our focus for almost all of our activity are technologies coming out of the labs of our faculty, the insights in the labs. We might be in for 5 or 10 million. On the digital side, it's smaller. Our digital fund is 30 million, and it really allows us to participate with any company, wherever it starts, whether the technology comes from our system or not, as long as we're client and or co-developer of the technology, then we're going to be interested. But normally we're looking at those investments at, let's say, 500K to 2 million. We are demonstrating the ability to drive new technology and to see an economic return, much the way we did with a company called Health Catalyst, which has been wildly successful, based in Salt Lake in Utah. They went public, I think it was 2 summers ago. And we had co-developed with them in 2 separate categories. We were an investor. We also licensed them technology. It's really been, I think, a terrific win for them, for us, for patients. And we continue actually to collaborate with Health Catalyst. But for us, that's a model of how we would like to be doing it in the future.